Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm Kelley Rosano, and this is Aries 2013 Astrology Forecast, your year ahead. Aries, we start off 2013 with your ruling planet, Mars, being direct and not going in reverse, retrograde, for the entire year of 2013. This is good news for you because your ruling planet, whatever it's doing, has a profound effect on you. And this includes Aries Sun and Aries Ascendant. So Mars being direct all year speaks to you being out there, conquering, achieving, making things happen, having breakthroughs, victories. It's a very positive sign that you are going to be moving forward for the entire year of 2013. Now, there's a window of opportunity for all of us, January 30th through February 18th. That's the only time of the year where all the planets will be direct. That's our cosmic green light. That's our divine opportunity to ride the wave and have that wave carry us throughout entire 2013 into 2014. So anything you've got cooking, starting a new job, starting a new business, launching a new project, launching a website, getting married, moving in together, anything you're thinking of doing, January 30th through February 18th is the go time. Go for it. Leap, jump, take that chance, take that risk. You'll be glad you did, because the momentum of all the planets being direct will carry your enterprise all the way through until 2014. Okay, now Uranus is in your sign. Uranus, the awakener, the planet of unpredictability, is in your sign, and it is affecting all Aries, but especially those born between March 20th and March 30th. And that's the first half of the year. The second half of the year, the power or the effect will be with those born between March 25th and April 3rd. Having Uranus in Aries, it's going to affect all Aries, okay? But the concentration is mostly greatest with those born between 0 degrees and then up to 12 degrees, because as we start out the year, Aries, Uranus is in Aries at 5 degrees. So those at the first, at the first few degrees of Aries, between 0 and 10 will feel it the most, okay? And then those born later will feel the impact as the year goes on, because Uranus makes it up to 12 degrees Aries before it retrogrades. Uranus fires through Aries until 12 degrees. Uranus retrogrades July 17th, and then Uranus turns direct at the end of the year on December 17th at 9 degrees Aries. So it is affecting all Aries, absolutely, but also to laser beam in on particular degrees of Aries will feel it the greatest. Now, Uranus is the awakener. It's the planet of unpredictability. Anything that comes to us out of the blue, whether we like it or not like it, it's Uranus. And so having Uranus in your sign gives you a lot of power. It gives you tremendous power to accomplish things, make things happen. The challenge for you is you're already impatient because of the nature of your sign. You're a cardinal sign and you're fire. You're the first sign. This is when the astrology begins in Aries. And you are our first sign. You're our new year. When the sun goes into Aries, astrologers are celebrating Happy New Year because that's the first day of our year. So that makes Aries very impatient. They want things yesterday. Well, having Uranus in your sign doesn't help that. It multiplies it by 1,000. And so you want to remember that you have a lot of power, and that being patient will pay off. And having Uranus and Aries in this area of your life, you know, which is about new beginnings, how you show up in the world, where you take action, where you initiate things, your selfhood, is very important. Now, Pluto, which rules power and transformation and power, how you own power, how you keep power, how you give away your power, is in the area of your life that has to do with what you're doing in the world. So this is, you know, speaking to you moving up in the world, you moving up in your profession, moving up in your career, how you define your individuality in the world. You are going for it. And remember, Mars is the ambassador to Uranus, because Uranus is in Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars is out there breaking down the walls, cutting down the grass, making a path for you to move forward in your destiny, to move forward in your career, to move forward on your path, to move up and spiritually advance. And so you have so much firepower, and you can accomplish a great deal, not just for yourself, but for the greater good of all, not for just your highest good, but for the highest good of everyone concerned. Now, there's two powerful squares that happen between Uranus and Pluto in 2013. The first one is May 21st, and the second one is November 1st. Pay attention to those dates, because you're going to see a lot of activity in your life around this area at that time. And when I do the monthly, I'll go into detail, you know, what that means. But know that May 21st and November 1st, Uranus and Pluto have their squares, and they are at 11 degrees and then 9 degrees. So about 12 degrees and 9 degrees. So those later degrees, folks are really going to be feeling this. Those Aries between March 25th and April 3rd are really going to be feeling Pluto and Uranus. We're all feeling it. But you will be feeling this because Uranus is in your sign, and so you're a major player in changing the world and changing your life. Remember, Aries rules the individual, and the power is being given back to the individual. And those in power have to answer to the individual in 2013. That's what Pluto and Uranus are saying, is that no more status quo, no more 1% running everything and just throwing everybody else away. The individual, the consumer, has power, and you're going to see it. So every time you take action for yourself and stand up for yourself against the system that's corrupt or broken, you will be rewarded by the universe. You will have the victory. You will have the outcome you want. And this is good. Now, Jupiter is direct. And on January 30th, Jupiter goes direct and is in Gemini until June 25th. So Jupiter is in the area of your life that has to do with communication, speaking, writing, teaching, how you think, how you perceive, short distance travel within 100 miles. And then the second half of the year, Jupiter moves into Cancer, which has to do with where you're living. You may find that you are upgrading where you live. You may move, but you'll love the move, because wherever Jupiter is expansive and opportunity. So you'll really like the move when Jupiter moves from Gemini to Cancer. If you do decide to move. If you don't, you may be doing things in the home that makes your home even more beautiful, more comfortable. You may be adding people moving in with you. And this is the second half of the year, June 25th in through 2014. So that when Jupiter enters Cancer on June 25th, it will be in Cancer until June of 2014. So June of 2013, it enters Cancer, then it moves on to Leo in June of 2014. So for 6 months, it's in Gemini. Gemini harmonizes with Aries, so it's empowering your mind. This is, first 6 months, is really about getting those contracts written, getting, the book written, getting the website, using social media to expand your business, to expand your projects, whatever you're doing, and you will see the growth and the opportunity. Now, Saturn retrogrades on February 18th at 12 degrees Scorpio. Saturn is in the area of your life where you need to pay attention to your finances. You need to pay attention to your partner's finances. If you're married or in a relationship and you share resources, your partner's finances, and any debt that you have, you may be looking at restructuring that. Any sources of income you have, you're looking at that. There could be an end to a source of income because the eclipses are running through there as well, this part of your life. Scorpio rules the area of your life that has to do with other people's money, debt, taxes, all that fun stuff. It also has to do with trust issues, boundaries, and so you want to pay attention to where you may need to draw a boundary in finances, where you may need to structure debt, where you may need to reposition your financial structure so that it's working even better for you. I do believe income will be strong for you this year, and that this has more to do with debt or some sort of line of credit or resource of income that you've been getting that may conclude. And but again, that's to empower you to move in this new direction of yourself and your work and what you're doing in the world. And this is important to pay attention to. Now, Neptune has been in the area of your life that has to do with your spirituality, working behind the scenes, dreams. That is going to pretty much stay where it is. It is direct as we start the year at 2 degrees Pisces, and it moves up to 5 degrees Pisces. So those Aries that have been noticing a psychic increase, intuitive increase, dreams being more vivid, any of that kind of awareness, you will notice that will continue, that you are being empowered to move up in your spirituality, your spiritual life path, your meditations, and it's good, it's great to have. Now, Pluto is in the area of your life, as I said before, that has to do with what you do in the world, how you show up in the world, your profession in the world. And it is going to be there for a long time. So it really is giving you this makeover of what you do for a living. And it's good because it's transforming you and changing you and taking you to the next level. And 2013 is very much about that. Now we have 3 Mercury retrogrades in 2013. We have Mercury retrograde from February 23rd through March 17th. That will be in Pisces. Then Mercury retrograde June 26th through July 20th. That one's in Cancer. Then we have the final Mercury retrograde, October 21st through November 10th. That is in Scorpio. So the one in Scorpio is the last one of the year, and then we have a Scorpio eclipse there too. So the eclipses are, the first eclipse is April 25th in Scorpio, and that's, again, in that financial area that has to do with your partner's resources, other people owing you money, a source of income. So you really are being activated in that area all of 2013. And it's, like I said, it's really good if you can get ahead on your tax structure, your debt structure, your finances, and really structure things so it's working for you. Because eclipses herald major endings and beginnings. They come in, they eclipse, and they move. And their impact lasts anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. So, you know, you can have an eclipse today, and it can affect you 6 months out, 2 years out. They are the most powerful transit we can experience. So you're having your eclipses in your financial areas because we have the first eclipse, April 25th, in the area of partners' resources, other people's approach to life, other people's money. Then we have the next eclipse, the solar eclipse, on May 10th, 2013. And that's at 19 degrees Taurus, and that falls in your personal resources, how you make money. It has to do with your self-worth, your self-esteem, your talents, gifts, and ability. Anything you put the word my in front of. My children, my dog, my car, my money. And so then you're being eclipsed there. And then we have a lunar eclipse following that. It's interesting. We have 3 lunar eclipses in 2013. We have a lunar eclipse on May 25th at 4 degrees Sagittarius. And that's the last one because the eclipses are running Scorpio and Taurus now. And, you know, depending on where this falls for you, it may fall in your 8th house again, because I don't, you know, everybody's chart is different, but that naturally rules your 9th house. So there may be some legal things going on there, or you may be traveling abroad, long distance travel in May. Then we have the lunar eclipse on October 18th, 2013 in Aries at almost 26 degrees Aries. So now we're starting to look at you again. You know, I think Aries is playing a major role in this world transformation that we're seeing as we move into higher dimension and we move away from the model of war and the 1% to peace, prosperity for everyone, the individual, because Aries rules the individual. And now the eclipses are going to begin to move towards Aries. So you Aries that have degrees between 20 and 30 degrees Aries will really feel this eclipse in October. But again, it's new beginnings. Okay, eclipses, they end what we don't need anymore, and they bring in the new beginning. And so you have the benefit of being ready for spring. You're always ready to start something new. You're always ready for the adventure. You're always ready to travel and use opportunities of things that are falling by the wayside to create something new. And this is exciting. And then the final eclipse of the year will be on November 3rd, 2013, and that's almost at 12 degrees Scorpio. It's 11 degrees. And again, that's back in the finance house. So you are, you know, looking to restructure your finances so that you can have more freedom. You're looking to restructure sources of income so that you can do more of the things that you want to be doing. And the universe is saying go for it. Now Venus, the ruler of your marriage and partnership house, she goes retrograde on solstice, December 21st at 29 degrees Capricorn. So Venus is going to be going over your area of life that has to do with your destiny in the world, your profession in the world. She's going to be in there for 6 weeks through the end of January 2014. So Venus is bringing you something at the end of the year too about career advancement, moving up in the world, you know, having the opportunity to move up in your career in 2013. Remember, your ruling planet is forward the entire year of 2013. So you are going to be moving up. So when you hit those bumps in the road, remind yourself of that. Temporary. The energy is behind me. The energy is moving me forward. The power is with the individual. So from what I'm sensing and seeing is that the energies of 2013 will be far less intense than they were in 2012. And I think that's a good thing. Uranus in Aries, your sign, is giving the power to the individual and her sovereign rights. Okay, Aries rules the individual. So the cosmic message is to go for what you desire. The astrology is saying that the power is going to the individual. Uranus is empowering the individual. And Mars is the ambassador to Uranus. You are Uranus's ambassador. And Uranus is saying resources, freedom, empowerment for the individual in 2013. The tide is turning to make the government, institutions, and systems serve the needs of the individuals. The goddess energy is going to be strong in 2013. The asteroids and the 3 out of 5 eclipses are lunar eclipses. This is speaking to the awakening of the feminine power in everyone, honoring and respecting feminine values, which include peace, prosperity, and abundance for everyone. Thriving through 2013 will create peace and abundance and the balance between the male and the female sides, for instance. Women are feminine on the outside, masculine on the inside. Men are masculine on the outside and feminine on the inside. This is Jungian psychology, but it's true. In truth, we are all androgynous. And so in 2013, we're going to have an opportunity to balance our male and female sides. We feel more balanced. The more balanced we feel, the more balanced the world is. We want outer peace in the world. We create inner peace inside of ourselves. Uranus in Aquarius. Uranus rules Aquarius, which represents the group. Aries, Uranus is in Aries. Aries represents the individual. Pluto represents the powers that were, but also divine power that flows through us. So Pluto is saying, what is your highest good? Using your power to create your highest good. Saturn is authority. Saturn is saying, own your authority. Trust your inner being. Trust your inner authority. Your gut instincts, your intuition. It will not fail you. You are evolving. You are ascending. So remember that this year you're going to see breakthroughs throughout the year because Mars is direct. Unlike in 2012 when it spent 8 months retrograde. You don't have any of that in 2013. So you are in forward focus movement. Anything that ends in 2013, you don't need it. Because if one source of income drops off, that means the universe has another source of income for you, a greater source of income. And so that's where you want to be focusing on, what can I create? What can I produce? What can I make happen? Because Uranus is in your sign, and Uranus is giving you the power to do that. Saturn and Pluto are working together. So even though Saturn is in the area of your life that's saying, hey, you need to look at other people's values and what other people are doing with their approaches to life and your partner's resources or a source of income that may be falling by the wayside. Saturn is harmonizing with Pluto in the area of your life of what you do and who you are. So Saturn is saying, I'm going to give you another source of income through the work that you do, or this project that you're doing, or this new business you're starting. I'm going to funnel the income to you through your initiative, through what you do, Aries. So through what you do, Aries, you're going to see other sources of income come to you because Saturn and Pluto are harmonizing all through 2013, creating resources for you, creating income to you, for you, that will come to you through your own initiative, through your own direction, through your own directives, what you accomplish on your own, doesn't mean you're not working with others, but where you take action, get in the driver's seat and lead everyone, you know you're the leader, then you will see the increase in income through other sources. And it's exciting and it's wonderful. Now, I have 2 free coaching tools that you can use and you might find useful. And it is creating and manifesting what you desire in 2013. The links are below. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing my podcast. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. Thank you for your comments and feedback. It's great to hear from you. Thank you to all my clients. I appreciate you. And if you would like to work with me and have me take a detailed look at your year ahead, 2013, the link is below. You go to my astrology page or you go to my coaching page. You make a commitment to your session. Once I see you've made that commitment, I email you my schedule. You choose the day and the time that you want, and we're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Aries, keep looking up.